Good morning. Imagine for a moment you're watching the news, or maybe it's a movie, and there's a scene that grabs your attention, not because it's funny or nice, but because it's really sad and you're seeing something very unpleasant. And the more you watch, because you can't help watching, the more you begin to get scared. But you can't take your eyes off the scene. It's totally gripping and you're filled with terror. But you don't want to be scared. So look again at that scene and don't look at the destruction. Don't look at the sad things in the screen. Look at the people in the background who are rushing to help, because there will always be people in the background of a disaster scene running to help those in need. For sure, there are people who run away not knowing what to do, but there are always people. Sometimes they're famous, other times they're just everyday people who rise to the occasion and demonstrate the innate goodness, those inner qualities that I believe everybody has. Not necessarily to the same degree. We talk so much in education about IQ, how intelligent you are, and we measure it with tests and assessments. And those who are very weak need extra help, and those who are born gifted, they also need help because they get bored so quickly because they're brilliant. In modern times, we also talk about EQ, emotional intelligence. Now, some people, and you might know these people, you might be able to identify them sitting with you, or people in your lives who, through no fault of their own, they're not nasty, they're not wicked, they're just not very good at the emotional stuff. They don't seem to understand when somebody needs help. They don't read the signals, they don't perceive what to you or I might be completely obvious. So when looking at a scene of a disaster, look in the background and see who's helping. And change your glance from the disaster to the acts of kindness, because we all are capable. It's been said before, and it's such a nasty way of thinking, that those who run to do help only do so because there's something in it for them. They want to help because they want to feel good about themselves, or they want to be famous, or they want to receive a nice thank you letter. I don't think that's right. I think that would be the most terrible way of looking at people and the goodness that we have inside of us that can be expressed in times, well, in all times really. Sometimes it needs something extreme in order to express it, but it can just be expressed in the daily activities. In our tradition, the rabbis teach us, Heve mekabel et kol ha'adam besever panim yafot. Greet the whole person with a smile. Doesn't say every person, et kol ha'adam, everything about someone. Because there could be someone who you don't particularly like, but there must be something about them that could be a redeeming quality, something that you could say, that bit of them, that bit, the way they act in that circumstance, that's worthy of giving them a smile. But it's more than that, because, and this way it might be a struggle for some of you, but our faces are the public side of how we're feeling. And we don't really deserve to make people miserable by giving them a look that doesn't reflect a beautiful smile. So the rabbis say to us, and this is a challenge, and we can't always do it, but we need to try. Smile at everybody. Show them that you are innately good. You want to be good for them. And I bet you that when you smile at others, they will smile right back at you. The phrase that's become popular in every culture, every religion, V'ahavta l'reacha kamocha, love your neighbor as yourself, is based on the fact that you are good in yourself. You are worthy of recognizing your goodness. And when you recognize your own goodness, you will then be on the path to recognize the goodness in others. Not goodness that's dependent on being told, well done, compliments, and receiving a reward, but true, deep, rooted goodness that all of us possess. So the next time your eyes catch something that you're not so fond of, that causes you pain to look at the sides, look in the distance, and see the people who are helping. And remember that human beings are good. Not everyone's good at it. Some people need help. Some people will be excellent. But we're all good. Give yourself a break. Have a good day.